I've talked about this before with regard to gut health and light, gut health and sleep, gut health and exercise, gut health and fasting. Depending on where you have followed me, whether you followed me just on this light therapy page or not. But there's various connections to be had, and we see that if we look at, like, say, for example, sleep deprivation, there are new studies that are coming out that are showing build-up of what's called reactive oxygen species inside the gut with sleep deprivation. Now, we already know that sleep deprivation is very closely linked to Alzheimer's and dementia and stuff like that. We also know that sleep deprivation leads to weight gain, leads to an increased chance of cancer. Now, can we lay all this down to gut health? Absolutely not. But can an increase in reactive oxygen species play a part in this damaging kind of health that we get if we deprive ourselves of sleep? Absolutely. And one of the things you've got to understand is that sleep and melatonin, for example, are really, really powerful antioxidants. And if we can manage that, and if we get enough sleep, then we are consistently neutralizing these things, ROS, or reactive oxygen species. If we are eating a proper diet, if we are allowing our gut to have a kind of clean out window where you don't eat, we are allowing our body to do what it's meant to do. And so now we're starting to understand that actually sleep deprivation is becoming more and more, it's becoming more and more prevalent, and it's becoming more and more problematic. And so a lot of this thing where I talk about getting daylight in the morning, or getting, a brightness of light, lux value, kelvins, etc., are important in anchoring your circadian rhythm, but they're also important in producing serotonin, which then gets transferred to melatonin late at night, which then is a powerful antioxidant, which then helps repair and recover things. And therefore, but if you're not, that only happens, that serotonin to melatonin crossover only happens in the absence of blue and green light. So it's all very well if you go to bed early or go to bed earlier, but if at the same time you are subjecting yourself with blue light from screens, green light from screens, or in artificial lighting, then you're still prolonging your body's ability to increase its melatonin levels. And so that's why I tell people, especially if you're in Norway, you owe it to yourself, you owe it to your sleep patterns, you owe it to your health now and your health going forward to invest in blue light blockers or make it very dark in your room. Because it will pay itself back with regards to your health once you start doing it. And once you start allowing your melatonin levels, allow that transfer of serotonin to melatonin and the melatonin to rise up, and then you have a larger window where melatonin levels are high enough to get in and do their stuff with regards to its antioxidant capacity. The other thing about sunlight is you are opening yourself up to infrared rays, and we know that has a powerful and potent effect against reactive oxygen species. So again, the sunlight comes into play. So when I talk about the importance of sleep, it's not just the importance of sleep so you have energy, it's the importance of sleep looking longer term. Because as I say, there are clear links between premature death and sleep deprivation, there are clear links between Alzheimer's and dementia, there are clear links between weight gain, there are clear links between cancer and sleep deprivation, there are clear links between diabetes and sleep deprivation, there are clear links between depression and sleep deprivation. And so isn't it about time that we start to actually put that into place? Because the daylight and the sunlight are important factors in human health. The sleep is an important factor in human health, but all we ever talk about is kind of calories in, calories out for human health, or we talk about exercise for human health. Now, exercise is absolutely vital, absolutely. Without a doubt, exercise. So is what you eat, because we can increase the inflammation and subsequent reactive oxygen species um, through a poor diet. We can do it through sedentary lifestyle. We can do it through stress. But you've got to understand that they are all interconnected, and one thing makes another thing easier to do. And once you start to grasp that they're all interconnected, and if I can make an adaptation to one, then it means that the next one becomes slightly easier, and then I'll do that, and then the next one slightly easier, I'll do that, and then we can make positive gains in every single aspect of our life. So, respect your sleep. Make it an important part of your lifestyle. It doesn't matter, yes, me personally, when I tell people now, if I'm chatting to someone or I'm chatting to someone new that I'm interested in, and I say, right, it's 10:30, I'm off to bed. What, so early? And I have to explain it, and then some people are put off by that, and then some people are put off by the fact that I'm awake and up probably between 6 and 6:30 every day, regardless of the day. Again, that puts people off. But I understand why I'm doing it. I understand the health benefits of it. I understand how good it makes me feel. And it could do for you as well. So start to understand it. Start to invest your own time, energy, and sometimes money into it, and it will pay itself back. It will pay itself back. Have a great day.